Hi, welcome to this DCP Word tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to transition a color video clip to black and white using Adobe Premiere Pro. Okay, so on my desktop I've got this folder, and inside this folder I've got this one video clip which I downloaded from Pixabay. I'll put a link to that in the YouTube description. Let's open up Adobe Premiere and drag and drop that video clip onto the timeline. So here we can see the video clip. It's sort of this skull and it's got this color sort of water and this ink sort of effect, right? And we want to go from color to black and white and then back to color again. So it's a nice little transition that we can do in Adobe Premiere Pro. Okay, make sure you go to Window and then make sure you selected projects here. When you click here, you should see your projects panel here. Right click and go to New Item and select Adjustment Layer. You can leave the settings pretty much as default because it's going to look at the video clip and set the resolution, everything for you. Go ahead and click OK and drag and drop that adjustment layer to the top layer here above the video clip. Let's increase the duration so it fills the full duration of the video clip below. So just drag the handles and stretch it out. Click on that adjustment layer and then go over to the video effects, and inside video effects you want to go to color correction and then select the lumetri color and drag and drop that on top of the adjustment layer. So here you'll see the options pop up here. If you don't see that, you need to go to Window and Effects Controls, and you should see this window here. And inside of the creative, we'll have an option called saturation. So we can just drag this saturation down or up and you'll see the color start to change, right? And as default, it's set to a value of 100. So as we scrub across this timeline, we can see the color here. We can actually increase, give it more color, or we can bring it down to grayscale. So we want to add keyframes to animate from color to grayscale. So what we'll do is leave this at around, I actually want to bump up the saturation to 200. So as default, the clip will now be set to 200, and we'll move across the timeline. It doesn't really matter too much where we are, but let's do it around 15 seconds. Let's go back a few frames. So we're on 15 seconds here, and we're going to click the stopwatch. So we'll click the stopwatch, and that will add a keyframe here. And we want to move forward, let's say 2 seconds to 17 seconds. So let's go forward to exactly 2 seconds. I'm using the arrow keys on my keyboard to move across to 17 seconds, and we're going to set the saturation to a value of 0. So now between those two keyframes, it's going to go from color to saturation 0, and then we want to leave it at that grayscale, let's say up until 20 seconds for 3-second duration. So let's go ahead and click on this little add keyframe option here, and it will add a keyframe there, and then we want to go forward 2 seconds to 22. Let's go to 22 seconds, and we want to set the saturation back to 200. So really we're just going to dip in and out of this grayscale. So let's just move back across the timeline. Sometimes it's easier to see things if you just stretch the timeline here, so you can see the keyframes a little bit more clearly now, the separation between them. So let's move back to here. We can see full color here. We'll click play, and then we'll see it will slowly, gradually go to grayscale. So you may want to do that effect, and then it will come back to color for that particular point. Now if you want to adjust that, what you can do is just stretch this out a little bit. You can zoom out a little bit. Let's in fact zoom in, and then you can just grab those keyframes, so select them with your mouse, and you can drag them any part of the clip that you want. So you can drag it towards the end, drag it towards the beginning. You can move it across the timeline to a certain position where you want that effect to be applied, and then that will now no longer be in this position. It will be more towards the beginning of the video clip. So just select them and drag them. Another thing I like to do is just change the look. So if you've got some presets, I've got some presets here, so we can just do like change the colors here quite easily. This one looks pretty good, right? And you can see the difference it's making to the actual video clip. If I set it to none here, you'll see it's like this, and I've got all these presets that I downloaded, and you can select a nice little preset from here. It's up to you, you don't have to do that, but I think this will add some more vibrancy to the video clip. I think it might be wise for us to drag this right to the beginning of the timeline. So this will be on this particular frame. It's worth zooming in here just to make sure we're at the very beginning. So let's just drag this across a little bit. Let's zoom out a little bit here. Let's see what's going on. We'll just drag this towards the first keyframe here, and if we click the play button, we'll see it will go straight to grey at the beginning, and then it will fade back to color like this. So you can have that transition at the beginning, you can have it at the end, somewhere in the middle. It's all down to where you drag these keyframes on the timeline, right? So I'll push them right to the very beginning on the first frame over here, on the very first frame. So you can reverse that logic just by changing the saturation on the keyframes. So that's how I go about creating a fade to black and white. Here you can see that, and then fade back to color. And then you can select a nice little film look preset. Any of these presets, if you've downloaded ones, then you can just select them from here. There should be some default ones in Adobe Premiere, but I've downloaded this pack and I get some nice sort of pre-made color grades here that I can work with quite quickly when I'm working with Adobe Premiere to add some nice effects to the video clip. So I'll set it back to the one that I like, is this Arctic one. It's got some nice vibrant colors in there, right? And here you can see it without the preset. So it's down to you, you don't have to do that. Okay, so that's how you go about transitioning from full color to black and white, and then back to full color again using Adobe Premiere Pro. I hope you find this tutorial useful. Look forward to seeing you in the next DCP web tutorial.